What's going on? Born for Sports. Salute to New York Giant Nation. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. Let the algorithm know we in the building. And most importantly, make sure you hit that subscribe button to Born for Sports. Wow. You talk about a deflating season, maybe season-defining loss today for the New York Football Giants, depending on what goes on the rest of the season. But this loss you cannot underestimate, or you can't even act like this is not a big deal today. Okay? Obviously, there was a couple of good moments, but not nearly enough. I'm not even going to say a couple of good moments, man. I'm going to be honest. This is just a brutal loss for so many reasons, not just because of the results today, but because of the injuries and to Cam Scatterbo. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. But, man, I don't know what else to say, man, as far as where do we go from here. At the end of the day, it's y'all know how I am. I always give y'all that unfiltered part of me. So right now, I'm going off the emotion. I'm going off of my knowledge of the game, but mostly the emotion of what happened today. And it's going to be tough to get over this, man. And honestly, I see the season is probably mathematically officially cooked now, unless something happens crazy where we just go on a sick run. But this loss could be the nail in the coffin for this coaching staff, in my opinion. And before I get into it, I'm going to bring in Danny, who's waiting backstage, is always showing love to the program. Danny, salute. What's goody, brother?
Salute to you, brother. Today was heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I don't know, when I saw the Scatterbo injury, it was cringy. But I was just throwing a lot of F-bombs, not at Scatterbo, just in general, just upset, and how that went down. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when he went down, it sucked the energy out of the team.
Right.
And for the rest of the game, you could tell the emotion on Dart when he was throwing F-bombs too. That's his boy, that's his brother who went down. Right. It is just a demoralizing loss. As you said, I'm going to say it for you. It is the nail in the coffin. It is over. Yeah. Season's done.
Yeah.
We're not going to go on a run. Unless I was going to ask you, well, we'll leave it for later, but I'm just saying, the refs were atrocious. The officiating was.
We're going to get into that for sure.
I'm just upset in how the officiating went down today. There's a lot of injuries, of course. Cordell Flott got concussed by getting a punch on Okereke.
Of course.
And then,
of course.
Flott went down a concussion. I think. Who else went down? I think Bellinger went down with injury. I think it was.
Bellinger got hurt as well. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Got hurt as well.
We can never have anything nice, huh, brother?
We can never have nice things, bro. I said it on my socials. You told me backstage. You said it. Listen, we can never have nice things. We are in a curse.
It's the Coughlin curse.
Vortex of shit that just keeps sucking the life out of this team. Yeah. And a lot of it has to do with this regime, but these are things you just can't you can't prepare for that. I mean,
Cam
Scatterbo, to me, has been one of the best overall rookies in the NFL this year. And I don't think there's many people that can say otherwise.
The league respects him a lot, so that's
they already respect him. Even the fans around the league can respect him. They gave Cam a standing ovation, man. Yeah. A standing ovation off the field.
Did you see how quiet the Philly stadium got?
Yeah. In Philly, they did that, and they don't cheer for no opposing players, and they gave respect.
Right.
So I just want to say, yes, devastating injury, as you can see. Prayers up to Cam Scatterbo. On that play, if you haven't seen it, folks, it's not something you want to see. He goes for a pass and he's getting hip drop tackled by Zach Bond, of course, and his foot got caught up in there. Just unfortunate injury. You saw the ankle go a direction it's not supposed to go.
Right. Yeah.
Those things you just can't prepare for that. It's sad. Now, one thing I'll say, I expect Cam to come back better than ever next year, whatever time that takes. I do. I maybe it's me being optimistic, because you know what? The way the rut has been going, a vortex of fucking devastation and shit around this franchise. Maybe he's so quick to say that, but I believe in the kid. I believe in his work ethic. I believe in the type of guy he is, and he's never been that type of running back that's a burner. So you don't really worry about those things as far as talent decline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about mental when he gets out there next year, still being the same player he is. And I'm telling you, I feel good in that retrospect. Maybe a little too optimistic on my part that he will be fine going forward. But right now, it's devastating. It's a devastating injury, because what Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo have brought to this team, not just this team as far as all the X's and O's, to the franchise, man. Yeah. To the franchise. I mean, they turned this whole thing around, made the Giants fun, made them respectable, made them must-see TV.
Yep.
And now half of that is now gone. And it affected this team, no doubt about it. It affected them. You know what I'm saying? As you would expect. He's a personality, man. And a personality
the
NFL loves, man.
They feed off each other, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It sucks. Dart lost his brother. And you know what I'm saying? From here on out, this is what Dart has to make plays by himself. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen by himself, fortunately.
Yeah.
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 Nobody
guys got to step up,
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get to the chat, man. Cliff checks in. It says, salute, checking in, Cliff. Says, tough one for you guys. I can't even rewatch that injury. All the best wishes for Scatterbo. Yeah, it's terrible, man. It's a bad injury. It's a bad thing to look at. It's devastating, man. There's no other way to put it. You don't want to see anybody go through something like that. And as far as for this franchise, it sucks the life out of you. Now going forward, they're gonna have to move on, because there's a lot of games left this season that they can't just say, hey, you know what, pack it up. You know what I'm saying? The record is the record, but we're going to really see what this coaching staff is really made of, even though I feel like we know the writings on the wall, how bad they are. Mm-hmm. But we're going to see if this team really does respond to the emotion of the team gone now. Because there was an emotional lift, not just the good play on the field by Scatterbo, but also the intensity, the physicality that he brings to the New York Giant offense, man. Because let's be honest, Tyrone Tracy, he had a really good rookie year last year, solid rookie year last year. But I haven't seen the same player since he been this year. I haven't seen that player. And he hasn't run as hard. Now, I know some of that, he had a shoulder injury and everything, but now the keys to that running back room is yours, Tracy. So I'm gonna need you to show us something going forward for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? To show that the makeup of this team is gonna change, but not dramatically. We still have a playmaker at that position.
I honestly see us bringing up Turbo. You have to.
Oh, yeah, you got to do it now, right? You would think you got to now. Unfortunately, it sucks. It's under these circumstances. But, yeah, I agree with you, bro. Yeah, I know Turbo has a lot of talent as far as speed and stuff. We'll see if the other things are ready to rock. You know what I'm saying? But I think, just because of the roster management, you have to bring them up. No doubt about it. John Crozier, my guy, John Shields up, the Mr. Raiders. He checks in and says, unfiltered Feel bad for Scatterbo and Giant Nation. Yeah, it's a blow, man. I can't even hold you, man. It's a blow.
Yeah.
It's a tough blow, man. You know, you cannot take away what he has brought to this table or this team, man. I mean, and it's not just the team. The NFL took notice.
Yep.
You know, he was turning into a personality of the entire NFL. Now, obviously, we're not going to do doom and gloom today and say his career is over. Obviously, you can come back from that. But it just sucks because it's meant so much to this franchise of where we've been in the doldrums and the abyss. And finally, we have shown signs of getting out of it, and he was one of those reasons. And now, poof, it's gone for the rest of the year, and that fucking blows. Cliff says, hey, my team won a game today. Jet up, can't go 10-7 without an 0-7 first. Yeah, the Jets got a win today, I saw. And I also want to highlight this comment. Rest in peace to Nick Mangold, man. I saw them news before kickoff. That's just terrible news, man. I did see a couple weeks back they said he was in need of a donor, yeah, and they were having a hard time trying to find one because of the kidney disease he developed. But man, just tough to see that. I hate to see that. As far as the player goes, one of the best centers that honestly I've ever seen, and you know, I'm not a Jet. Listen, I'm not a Jet fan, obviously, but I'm always down and down the middle when it comes to, you know, who's good and who's not as far as how I view things. Nick Mangold was one of the best centers that I ever seen strap him up. He was a good player. He was a leader, you know, on that Jet offensive line. He was really good. And it's sad. Gone way too young. 41 years old. That's just way too young. One of the best point of attack centers of his generation, no doubt about it. And, you know, shout out to Jet Nation on that. I hope his family can heal swiftly and quickly. You know what I mean? That's just all I got to say about that. Yeah. But as far as the game goes today, Giants lose to the Eagles 38-20. They now fall to 2-6 on the season. And honestly, I got a lot I want to get into here. First, I want to say the Eagles coaching staff, they made the adjustments from the first meeting, which is what you expect. Giants coaching staff had no answers. Other news, water is wet. They had no answers for what the Eagles had to go offer today, man. And you know, is anyone out there really surprised in Giant Nation? I mean, I'm not. And that sucks about that I'm really not surprised at that. The Eagles are going to make adjustments. All division opponents make adjustments to the first meeting. And you had to have expected more wrinkles, especially after the beatdown the Giants gave them at MetLife 2 weeks ago. Yeah. But it seemed like the Giants just didn't have an answer no matter what they tried. You know what I'm saying? And listen, the Eagles, they did their thing today. They did their thing today or whatever, but they ain't do it alone. No, they didn't do it alone because my turning point of the game.
They had some help, right?
Yeah, they had just a little bit, huh? Just a little bit, huh, Danny? You know what I'm saying?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Now, I could also say turning point of the game was the Scatterbo injury, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to just keep it X's and O's on the game. The turning point of the game, folks, was that bogus forward progress stop call on a Hurts fumble during the tush push. Okay? Get that bullshit out of here. You know what? Get these refs out. Get this bogus crap out of here, man. There was no chance that made any sense, okay? The Giants were robbed on that play, okay? It's one thing if you're going to allow this tush push, okay? It just seems to me that the Eagles always get away with bullshit on that play. On that play, the NFL officiating just refuses to do their job. It refuses to do the job. Either on the play, the fucking linemen are false starting it and they don't call it, or we stop forward progress and they take the ball away and they call forward progress to stop. What a surprise by this officiating. Clearly on that play, Hurts was stopped. He lunged forward and Thibodeau stripped him and recovered the fumble. You cannot tell me that this play is impossible to defend if you're going to keep this up, folks, okay? Either they get away with moving early, or if you stop it, they say, oh, forward progress, it was stopped. But isn't the tush push all about forward progress? How many times when the tush push play is going forward, you see after the play, you see Hurts is pushing his way. A lineman is pushing him forward until he hits the ground. He wasn't even on the ground yet.
He didn't touch the ground yet. He
didn't even touch the ground, Danny. And they still
that ball.
And they still call a dead ball and say, oh, and on top of that, it's not challengeable. Sorry, Coach Dable. You can't really challenge it because forward progress isn't a challengeable call. It's ridiculous. It's garbage. This officiating today was an abomination. And I don't care, Eagle fans out there, if you're watching this, you can call me a sore loser all you want. Screw that, okay? Because everyone in the league today is talking about how bad he officiated. Brady and Burkhardt on the telecast was talking about it was brutal today, including that play. And around the league, it's all over social media. So don't tell me, oh, you're just a Giant fan who's upset because you lost. No, it's an abomination and absolute bullshit how the Eagles keep getting away with whatever they want to do with this fucking play. And then they wonder why there's teams around the league want to ban the shit. Now, me personally, I don't care to ban it. It's a play, it's a play. But make it a level playing ground for the defense to stop it. Call the false starts, and if this forward progress should not be stopped if he's not on the fucking ground. Absolute bullshit, and it was the turning point of the game because the Giants gave up a touchdown 2 plays later there after that. Okay? Yeah. Absolute bullshit, bro. Danny, I'm pissed about that play, bro.
Yeah, I saw that play, and I was like, yo, did Tim just snatch the ball? I was looking at it. They slowed it down. He clearly snatched the ball from Hurts.
It was easy. It was obvious.
And like you said, he didn't touch the ground. He didn't touch the ground at all. It was not on the ground. He clearly grabbed the ball from Hurts and pulled it away from them.
I mean,
that's a turnover. That's a turnover.
It's a clear turnover, bro. And the tush push is all about what? Pushing until he's on the ground, right? He's lunging. He's trying to fall forward, right? Hey, so when forward progress is a stop, when he's fucking moving after the play is over, when there's sort of a bunch of pile in there, why is it when he's laying on top of defenders and offensive linemen and he's not on the ground, we got to blow the whistle? Why is that? Why is that? So, and in my opinion, even if you say, you know what, his forward progress will stop, it's not a fumble. Then it stopped on 4th down.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay? Then the spot should be not a first down day. So we don't get either one day. That's why Dable still challenged because he said, you know what, and I agree with him. And I don't even see eye to eye with Dable on a lot of shit. But you know what? He was right. If you're not going to let us get the turnover on a bogus whistle on a forward progress, then you know what? He was stopped on 4th down, okay? He didn't get the first down because forward progress means he is still actively pushing his pile to get the first down. So which is it? Which is it? It's bullshit.
Refs in their back pocket, though.
Appreciating what helping the Eagles all fucking day, bro.
They had him in their back pocket the whole game, bro. In their back pocket.
And it wasn't even like just that was the only play. What about the Slayton touchdown? The Slayton touchdown, bro. The Slayton touchdown. They call offensive pass interference when these guys were jockeying for position and the guy is holding his jersey and ripping his shirt, but it's offensive pass interference. It's a bunch of crap today. The officiating. It was so many missed calls on the side of the Eagles, bro, to have them benefit today. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable, bro.
That play was a high energy play, bro. That should never have been called like that.
Y'all want unfiltered truth? Here's my unfiltered truth about the officiator today. Forget the NBA. The FBI needs to investigate the refs in this game for sports betting because that's how bad and shitty they were.
Yo,
fuck out of here, man! Are you kidding me? What was that? What was that? You want to investigate FBI? Go holler at these guys at the.
Go to Philly. Go to Philly right now. Yeah.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro? Yo, it was ridiculous how many calls were in the favor of the Eagles. How many times did I have to watch Lane Johnson rock back before the snap? How many times I gotta watch that shit, bro?
Yo, you see that Mailata offsides?
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. What about also the false start on Mailata, and they call all sides on the Giants?
He clearly flinched first.
He flinched. It was ridiculous, bro. The entire game, the refs were clearly in the favor of the Eagles. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's the reason why we lost, but God damn it, give us a shot, okay? Give us a shot out there, okay?
And that Slayton touchdown could have given us a shot.
Yeah, because it would have been a 2-score game with 10 minutes left in the game, okay? Absolutely ridiculous. This officiating today was an abomination. And you know what sucks? You know what sucks, bro? Nothing's going to happen. It's going to stay the same. It's going to be the same because these refs, they get away with all this shit in every sport. They are bad at their jobs. They don't lose their jobs because it's always we got to understand they're just human. Well, guess what? If a player messes up, they lose their job in the NFL. And guess what? They don't get nothing for that. Okay? They don't get nothing for that. They don't get their penalty. They lose their job. They lose their money, their contract, everything. These guys get to trot back out next week and do it all over again because they've been in a union for 25 years. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay? Yeah. So for the Eagle fans that are out there probably trying to act like, trying to do this, like, oh, I ain't see nothing wrong, y'all. I ain't see nothing. I saw a great play. For all of y'all out there trying that bullshit, miss me with that. Y'all got a lot of help today by them damn refs. And it was easily the worst officiated game that I've ever seen the Giants have against them. And I don't even know how long. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Straight up like that, man. And I'm just very mad about that shit because I had to watch it the entire game. Give us a shot. Give us a shot, man. Come on now. Come on.
Every fucking play I saw yellow flag here, yellow flag there. Bro, it was annoying. It was fucking annoying.
Yep, it was. And, you know, the Giants didn't do themselves no favors, man. The Giants offense, they struggled to run the ball after the scat injury. I mean, they didn't do much, man. And I wonder why we didn't have more RPO action with Dart Moore in the second half when Scatterbo got injured. But whatever, that's coaching, I guess, right? Hey, I mean, whatever. But I'll tell you right now, as far as the run game goes, the Giants were just they just couldn't move the ball on the ground. You know what I'm saying? They just couldn't move the ball on the ground. Let's see. I'll tell you right now, the rushing yards, we only had 68 yards rushing as a team. Okay. And the Giants have been a very good rushing offense since Jackson Dart got the job and started the season his last 5 starts. So it just wasn't there tonight. Now, last week, game planning, I actually agreed with what they did last week against that Denver defense because they clearly were prepared for it. They clearly were looking for it and took it away. And they said, all right, we got to throw that ball. And they had success doing it. But today I just felt like we did not scheme up enough today. You know what I'm saying? After the scat injury, it just, even in the beginning, the first drive of the game, they go conservative and do a tight end screen on the first drive of the game.
On that third down play. Yeah.
On a third down to the tight end. Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
I was like, what the fuck was that?
I mean, why are you doing them favors doing that shit? I just didn't get that. You know what I mean? Like, the game plan to me, the Eagle defense, Fangio, he did a good job, man. You know what I'm saying? The defensive coordinator of the Eagles, he did a good job. He made some adjustments. He blitzed much less today. And I just think when you don't blitz a lot and you're playing zone, that's the time you want to be able to run the ball. And they just couldn't run the ball. They just couldn't run the ball. They got dominated up front. Our interior line was not good today. Jalen Carter, he had a good game. Davis had a good game. And then in the second half, when we had to go exclusively on passes, they started peeling their ears back and Hunt Jackson. He had a couple of plays. I think he held the ball a little too long. when he had like 8 seconds to throw and he just didn't, when he didn't see it right away. He just kind of started running around trying to get somebody open, couldn't get open. But for the most part, the Eagle defensive line did their part today, did enough to stop our offense. And we just had no answers, man. What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, it was just like the offensive line did not play well.
The interior, especially the interior, man.
Jackson Dart was like running for his life in that pocket. It's the credit to the Eagles defense. I got to give them credit. They basically hounded Jackson Dart all game.
Yep.
Credit to Fangio, of course.
It is what it just got overmatched, man. Kafka, they didn't have nothing. They couldn't do anything.
They had no answer, bro.
And this is why I say they're a bottom 5-tier coaching staff, man, because they're too easy to be figured out on offense and on defense. And you know how I feel about this defensive coordinator.
Oh, you and Bowen are best friends.
And I'm going to get to him in a minute. Sure. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to get to that clown in a minute for sure. But clearly, the problem with this coaching staff is when they get figured out, they don't have another answer. And that is the problem with them, man. That is the problem with them. The Eagles had the answer today, and they didn't have a counterpunch. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, go out there and try to keep executing the plan. Keep executing the plan, and something will happen, guys. Something will happen. We didn't do enough, man. We didn't do enough. And I had a bad feeling about the offense today on the opening drive when they did that conservative BS tight end screen to Theo Johnson on 3rd and long. Okay? Like, let Dart cook. You know what I'm saying? Let him play. Like, what all of a sudden you want to play like that? Like, what? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there was another play. I just look at Dart's performance today. He was 14 of 24, 194 yards, had a passing touchdown and a 1 rushing touchdown. Could have had a lot more yardage than that. Theo Johnson with a key drop in the, I believe it was the late first half, when we were driving. Dart puts it on just perfectly placed, and we ended up having to settle for a field goal on that drive. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, the Slayton touchdown that was taken away by the stupid-ass refs who just decided and said, no, guys, the Eagles have to win today. We're not going to even leave it up for chance. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, so I think Jackson Dart did pretty good today. He had some plays that he could have made that he left out there, but at the end of the day, he competed. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't turn the ball over.
No turnovers,
Yeah, another no turnover game, so that's good. And he was still aggressive. Listen, he's got look who he's got around him out there, man. Look, Darius Slayton came back, and I know that should have been a touchdown, but before that play, bro, he had no impact, none. He was just running for cardio. It looked like, you know what I'm saying?
I have a question. Like, why didn't they utilize lower Jordan Humphreys more?
Very interesting to me on that too. That's a good point as well. I don't understand why they didn't use him enough. I mean, it seemed like they were just wanting him to be a blocker, and I don't understand that. And
tall receiver, he can go up and get it. Why not use him?
Yeah, I don't get it either. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even see him have a lot of snaps. I would love to see the snap count for the receivers. I didn't see him, and I thought he was going to be a big part of the game plan because Jalen Hyatt didn't even dress. And by the way, you just put that to bed. Jalen Hyatt is done here. He's done with the Giants.
It's over.
They might as well just release him.
Get a 6th-round pick for him. Fuck it.
I mean, is anyone even going to give him that? I don't think anyone around the league values him at all. I mean, how can they? What is out there? I mean, what tape is out there that people want to say, hey, you know what? I want to take a chance on the kid, unless they go back to Tennessee at college. That's it. You know, I thought for sure that at least you would have dress Hyatt in case of break glass, in case of emergency, in case Slayton re-injures that thing again or something. You know, with the injury situation in our receiver corps, he didn't even dress. They dressed Bo Collins over him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that's basically done. We can put the Jalen Hyatt Giant career to bed. That's nothing. Just a matter of time whether they release him or he'll be gone after the season. It's over for him. But I agree with you, Danny. They should have actually tried to get little Jordan Humphrey involved a little bit. Didn't see that. Didn't see that at all. And honestly, I don't think he really had a big time snap count either. You know, so Wan'Dale Robinson wasn't targeted a lot. I don't think until maybe the second half. Wan'Dale Robinson's been kicking ass since Slayton was out, and now Slayton returns. Wan'Dale impact wasn't as severe as it was, but you know the Eagles did a good job. They made adjustments.
That's what happened.
Giants just didn't have any answers, man. Simple as that, man. It is what it is. But not a great showing for the offense today. Obviously, they struggled when Scatterbo left the game. Bellinger as well. He got injured during the game. But I'm also going to put the brunt of this loss, not just on the coaching staff being outcoached as usual, but this defense was just horrible. This defense.
And who was responsible for that? Your best friend, right?
Oh, the unbelievable. I mean, this guy is the most inept defensive coordinator in the league. The Eagles outgained the Giants 428 to 246 today. And you would think, you know, and I understand we didn't have a Debo and Holland today. I understand. But you know what? They didn't have A.J. Brown out there either. Okay? All right? They just put some guy from the practice squad today, all right, that they brought up that was getting snaps. Okay, yes, Devontae Smith, really good receiver, okay? Really good receiver. He's a good cover. But they didn't have A.J. Brown today, okay? And
even the backup to Saquon was running on us.
Unbelievable.
Higbee. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, the rushing defense was just abysmal. Okay.
Yeah, the runs to the stop. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
It was abysmal. It was abysmal. Let me get them numbers up, man. Because this is just
Higbee was running it down our throats, man.
Yeah. I mean, point of attack, man. And this is something that coming into the season, I really wanted to see the Giants be better at, so they can unleash this unreal pass rush we have. Okay, the Giant defense struggled to stop Saquon, who had a great game. His first touch, he takes it, makes a house call on the first touch of the game. Okay, and now there is some issues with players as well. Tyler Nubin has been a very big disappointment to me, man. I really like that draft pick when we got him. I'm thinking it's the scheme mostly, but
you don't think he's
bad angles to footballs, man.
Are you gonna crown him with that L word, liability yet? Are you gonna crown him with that word?
I have to right now. I have to. He's a liability in coverage. Okay. I mean, it's been this way all season, you know, and it's not changing. You know, I really feel like some of this is the scheme. I do. Mm-hmm. I do think it's the scheme. I don't think the scheme is good. When he was in Minnesota, he was a guy who would attack the ball carrier. He would play center field. He would go out there and get turnovers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And from what I see, he is not getting used that way. He's just not. And on top of that, he's been taking some terrible angles to ball carriers and coverages all season. He's been getting cooked. So I can't put it entirely on the scheme. It's also on him. You know what I'm saying? So he has not been good. He's not been good. He's a second-round pick. He's second year in the same defense. It's just not working for him, right? It's just not working for him with him. And it's unfortunate. You know what I mean? He's a liability. You have to say he is. You know what I'm saying? And without Javon Holland out there, who hasn't been great.
It's rough. Yeah.
But at least he's a veteran out there that knows his assignments. Dane Belton was out of position so many times in this game. Even on the run, the first touch of the game, Belton takes a terrible angle, just runs into the fucking wash of the interior blockers. And there we go. Because Nubin is on the wrong angle trying to attack as well. You know, so, and I really can't say who was the most at fault at that, but it's bad defense. It's bad. And again, Shane Bowen is not a good defensive coordinator. He was brought here because we were told, right? We were told by Brian Dable and Joe Shane, we need our rush defense to be better, right?
Mhm.
Where is it? I don't see it. I don't see it. 276 yards on the ground. They had 200-yard rushers. The backup, like you mentioned, got 100 yards.
Word.
I mean,
word.
it's brutal. It's brutal, man. It's brutal. This secondary is not doing the job either. Okay, they don't have any depth. Okay, some of this is the scheme, like I said, and I feel it's more so the scheme. I'm gonna give it 60% scheme, 40% personnel not doing the job, and that's on Joe Shane because where's the depth at corner? Where is it? Corey Black was drafted in this. What was it? The 6th, 7th round.
Oh, that pass, he got cooked.
Yeah,
That
he got
deep
more.
pass, Yeah.
He left us to go to the Jet practice squad. We pick him back up because of depth issues. And what happens? He's getting cooked out there. He's getting cooked out. Looked exactly the practice squad player we thought he was. He was getting cooked. Got mossed by Jahan Dotson, who's like there. I'm sorry, Dotson is trash, bro. Dude is trash, bro. Dude is so trash, bro. The Washington Commanders, his first year there, they thought they had the second coming, and by the end of his career there, they couldn't wait to get rid of him. Okay? They couldn't wait to get rid of that guy. He is trash. And he got mossed by him. That's not AJ Brown. That's not Devontae Smith.
That was inexcusable. Yeah, he should have got at least batted the ball down or something.
Yeah, that's on Joe Shane and Brian Dable. And Joe Shane made that draft pick and not having enough depth in the secondary to have these situations. Because by that time, when that play happened, when he got mossed, Flott was out of the game with a concussion. That's also unfortunate. You can't plan for that because, of course, Okereke, the only time he plays physical is hurting his fucking teammate. But every other time, I got to see this motherfucker getting trucked or out of position or whatever. Another situation where I've seen a decline in his play to go along with the scheme of the Shane Bowen crap. So, yeah, it's just bad. And Michael McFadden's presence is so missed, man. It really is.
Oh, my God, man.
It really is. It kind of makes me appreciate him more. Now, I'm not saying that Michael McFadden is a world beater, an all-pro linebacker. But I got to say, he's probably our best linebacker in this scheme because Okereke.
Him and Okereke will feed off each other. Yeah.
Yeah. But Okereke has looked bad in this scheme since Bowen has got here. So the only one that looked somewhat decent was McFadden. And we're missing his presence out there, Danny. What do you think about that, man?
So is it safe to say that Deonte Banks' career with the New York Giants is officially over? Is it safe to say that?
I think it's pretty damn safe. But you know what? We shouldn't even say that because he's a trap. You see how long it's taken for them to do something with Evan Neal? I'm about to make a stat sheet of the Joe Shane bust inactives. I mean, we had all of them in one spot today. Evan Neal.
It is laughable, bro. It's laughable, man.
It really is. Evan Neal didn't dress a first-round pick. Jalen Hyatt didn't dress a third-round pick who Joe Shane traded up to get.
Traded up to get him. Yep, exactly. Yep.
It's unbelievable, man. Let me look at the inactives today. Let me just double.
There's a whole lot of them, bro.
I could have sworn they were all mostly high picks. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. Let me punch up the inactives.
It is comical, brother.
Oh my God, it is insane.
I got a question for you though, brother. Now with Neighbors is out, Gad is now out for the year, unfortunately. Do you see the Giants now backing off of getting another playmaker for Dart, or do you see them actually still calling teams and inquiring for wide receiver help?
I do. I think they're going to back up unless it's a player that can help them past this season. And I agree with that because I said that before these last two games. I only wanted to make a trade for a guy that's under contract after the season or has an option. I didn't want to do a move where I'm giving up because you know what it is? We're low on draft picks next year. So it's got to be the right guy. You know what I mean? So
they got to hit on the right one.
Yeah, because we traded up to get Dart. So we gave up our third-round pick this year already. So it's like we're out of our 3rd round pick, okay? And I don't know what's going to happen with the Darren Waller thing. Maybe we'll get another draft pick there, but it looks like he's going to be out of for a few weeks, so they're probably not going to get anything out of that Waller trade.
No shocker there.
Yep, no shocker there, right? So yeah, so it looks like it doesn't make any sense to do that. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to say, okay, let's pick up Tyler Lockett from the street, no harm, no foul, fuck it, I'll do that. It's not going to cost you a pick. You know what I'm saying? And he's an older guy, whatever. But then again, you're going to say, well, who am I playing him over? Is he really better than Wan'Dale? No. Is he really better than Slayton? Probably not.
So if they're going to go, if they're not going to make a move, they better start playing Little Joe Humphreys more. Give him more touches if they're not going to go the wide receiver help route,
Absolutely agree, bro. I absolutely agree with you. You got to see what you got. And little Jordan Humphrey has chemistry with Jackson Dart. It's plain to see.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue why he was not more into this offensive game plan with Kafka than he was today. But the Giant coaching staff does what they do. They just do things that make you scratch your head and realize they're just a bottom 5 tier, and they are holding this team back from being great. I'm saying it, and I'm going to say it, and I really feel this way. They're going to hold this quarterback back who clearly has the goods to be the franchise, okay? Sure. I think it's safe to say we know that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The defense should be better than what it is. It's underachieving because of Shane Bowen's bum ass, okay? All right, it's plain to see, and don't talk to me about injuries. Oh, listen, he's missing guys in the secondary. Yeah, I get that, but you know what? They were playing most of the season, and what did we see? The best game that they gave us was against the Eagles. When we shut them out in the second half. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they were brutal in the 4th quarter last week against the Broncos. They were brutal.
Yeah.
Okay. They gave up 33 fucking points in the 4th quarter last week. All right. They gave up 40 to the fucking Cowboys in a game they should have won as well.
Yeah.
Right. So what are we seeing? Where's the progress of this team? Where is it? Where's the progress from the defense, from anything? This coaching staff has been together for how many years now? Okay, with Kafka and Dable. And now Bowen's been here for 2 seasons. Where's the progress of the defense? Where is it? Because at the end of the day, this was supposed to be the driving force of this team. We were supposed to be led by our defense. Our defense was supposed to be the given. There was questions about Russell Wilson and a rookie quarterback. Well, it seems to me I got more confidence in the fucking rookie quarterback than the damn defensive coordinator and the defense because they don't play 4 quarters and they get out schemed every week. I mean, it's crazy, bro. I'm going to bring in somebody who's backstage. I see just joining us. My guy, super Giant fan, Jazz Meat, Giant Sing.
What's up, my goodness, brother.
What's up?
Man, it's not a good day, bro.
What's good, bro? Y'all good?
What's up, man? What's up? I was ready to take this loss. I was okay with it, but it's just the first thing first. Prayers up for Scatterboo, man. Heck of a guy, a great person. Very terrible injury. Hopefully it's not too bad. After the X-rays, MRIs came out, but it is. I mean, it's devastating. It was
gruesome. It was gruesome. Yeah.
He was having fun. He was a spark. I mean, look at it. You could see body language of Dart after he went down.
Yeah.
Oh, he was distraught. He was. Yeah. It fucked his head.
Devastated. He was devastated.
Dart had no idea what to do because he's learning the scheme around Scatterboo, around the guys that he has. Now we are in a more deeper situation, and we're gonna get to the defense later. I mean that's a joke right now, but offensively, we literally have no one basically. I mean Dart at this point is working on
by himself.
a first team of, like, not first team of, I would say, last year offense, because Neighbors not there, right?
Yeah,
So
neighbors ain't there.
yeah, so
I
Neighbors
agree.
not there. It's still a it's still a last year offense with no Neighbors, so it's actually a decline, for him. I would be surprised. I mean, this is a big, huge test for him to how he overcomes with these players now.
Yeah, and his
Are
coaching staff, quite frankly, bro.
and coaches too. I mean, they have to go back to the playbook, change the whole mechanism around, because Scarabout is not there anymore. Now they have to see what Singletary and what Tyron
Tracy.
Tracy can do, and they might have to bring in another running back just for insurance purposes as a practice squad guy. But
I
Tracy
agree.
has to carry this team now. That being said, on that, right? Receivers, I have no freaking clue what or who we have, because it's anybody's day. Dude, we are depleted on receiving side, and you're scratching a goddamn Jalen Hyatt? Are you kidding me?
I was very surprised that they didn't dress him, man.
Okay,
Especially
you don't put him
Slayton.
into play. I'm okay with that. You don't put him into
Yeah.
play. But situations like these, man, come on.
I
You know,
agree. Because what if he would have aggravated that hamstring again? Then what? What do you do now? I mean, you don't have any. You don't have
You
any.
are
depth.
relying on Slayton for so long, it's so high that you have nothing else to do. I mean, like, come on, man. Wandel was non-existent today. Why? What happened?
They just. I think what happened is the Eagles defensive coordinator Fangio schemed something up to stop Wandell because of how great he was in the first meeting, and that's what I opened the show with today, Jasmine. This, you gotta know that the Eagles are gonna have different scheme and wrinkles to offset what we did so well in that first meeting just 2 weeks ago. But no, this coaching staff doesn't get a clue. Once they are too easy to be figured out, bro, that's the problem. That's the problem.
And it's not just
They have
this.
no
It's the whole
answers.
Giants. It's the whole Giants. It's been 20 years. Same exact thing. We know. Third down, Giants gonna run the ball. Everyone fucking in this world knows. A 2-year-old kid knows that third down, Giants gonna fucking run the ball. That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
This playbook is so predictable. Doesn't matter which coaching staff comes over, they all run the same goddamn playbook. And I'm done and I'm tired of this shit,
Yeah.
Something's got to change, brother. Something's got to change, man.
Absolutely.
It's just frustrating, man. It's just crazy. It's like every freaking single year we're sitting down here, we're discussing the same goddamn topic.
Right. I agree,
Yeah.
bro. And they set the tone with the first drive of the game. I mentioned early in the show, first drive of the game on third down, they throw a tight end screen on 3rd and long. I mean,
Which made no
it
sense at
made no
all.
sense. What are we calling that
I
play
know.
for?
That's a joke. It was a joke play.
Unbelievable. The Eagles knew what to do with what we did well last 2
Yep.
weeks ago. And
You know how the
once
teams
they
play?
figured it out, that's it. They didn't know what to do. It was just tough sledding the entire way, man.
The other teams, how they prepare, like, oh, what we did wrong, we're gonna correct that, and we're gonna come up with a new plays so the other team don't know. How we prepared for is,
Right.
oh, whatever we did right, we're gonna keep that in the playbook. We're not gonna change anything. How can
Right.
you be more creative? You have the guys. Kafka was a creative guy. I mean, I don't know. God knows what happened to him. Maybe his hands are tied. Maybe he does not know how to draw those plays anymore. Whatever. But if he's not the guy who's doing his job, okay, then go find something else.
I agree. And you
I'm
know what,
done
you're
with this,
exactly right,
man.
bro.
This same exact thing. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say,
Injuries?
Jasmine, I agree with you, man. It's like it could be a situation where Kafka hands are tied because of Dable. We don't know that. It could be that because you know how reluctant Dable was to give up the play calling as it is last year. You know what I'm saying?
I think
So,
Dable is really calling the plays again.
yeah, so
Really
I
think
wouldn't
so.
be surprised if that's what's going on. I really wouldn't, man. And I know when we go to the games, I'm kind of trying to check the sideline and see these interactions.
Dable might be doing the
Mhm.
last. Dable might be doing the last like okay on the plays, but I
Yeah.
think Mike is still calling the play that needs to be out there, and then
Right.
or you know what, Dave might be calling. You know, now I'm thinking you might be right because Dave's is creating Jackson Dart. You know, he's working with Jackson Dart, so
Mhm.
all these changes, all these stuff, like Jackson Dart is changing a lot of plays on like when he's at the line of scrimmage. That's why you see all the delay game penalties. We are getting a lot of those things now, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with those because our guy is learning the system. Our
Right.
guy.
That's what you want to see.
And
Yeah.
Eli used to have it. Eli was always like that. Eli used to get a lot of those penalties because our guys are not used to this. You know,
Right.
we used
Right.
to run one play that has been told us from the sideline. Okay, we're not gonna change our play. That's how we.
Right.
That's how we always been. But you know what? I'm going back to the injuries, right? So what frustrates me now is injuries are part of the game, right? You sign up for this.
Yeah.
What we do not sign up for is where the freaking depth is.
Yeah.
You know, we Giants year after year, we know who our team 1 is, right? Do we really know what our team 2 is? Do we really
Right.
know what our team 3 is? You should be setting up those team 2 because God forbids, like today, right? You had to rely on your practice squad guys today to run your next 2 quarters. By the half, this game was like, you know what? Oh shit, we have like lot of these injuries now.
Right.
You know, guys
Right.
been out.
Absolutely
Look
agree.
how Niners are successful because they build their team the right way. How they build.
Draft well. They draft well, and we don't. Not the
Mhm.
last 2 years we had, but we are still suffering for the first 2 years of our drafting with Joe Shane because that was supposed to be. You got 4 drafts and you got not enough depth. That means your drafting is not done well. Look how many guys were inactive today, Jasmine. Let me tell you real quick the people that were inactive today. Okay, that were healthy scratches. Okay, Evan Neal. Evan Neal can't even get on the field, bro. He can't even get on the field. A healthy scratch. First round pick. Paulson Adebo was injured. We know that. Let's see. Jalen Hyatt. Healthy
Another one.
scratch. Another one.
Mhm.
You know, Javon Holland. He was injured. We will let that be. Chauncey Golston was brought here to be a rotational lineman
From Dallas, yeah,
from Dallas. Where's the impact that I've seen? I don't know.
But we signed Ray McLeod, right, as a wide receiver?
Yeah, we
Yep.
signed
Where the
Ray
hell-
McLeod.
And where the hell is he?
He was nowhere to be found.
He wasn't even brought back from the practice.
And where the
squad.
hell
They
is
didn't
Jordan
elevate him.
Humphreys? Jordan Humphreys, you're gonna use him too.
They didn't
know what I'm
elevate
saying?
Ray McLeod. They
They
didn't
didn't elevate
elevate
him.
him. Yep. I guess that maybe the thinking there with McLeod is we want to give him a week to like get his nuances with the speed.
I was
I don't
thinking
know.
we might be carrying 2 kickers, but that wasn't even the case today. They still only carried 1 kicker today on the active
Another
roster.
mistake. I still think that's a mistake.
Shit.
I still think that's a mistake.
Yeah, bro,
He's
I'd be
supposed
too.
to show you the mentality this coaching staff has, bro.
Yeah, the game did not came down the wire. If it would have, this would have been one of those like miscues. Yep.
Yeah.
We're not
And then
talking
I gotta
about,
see-
not talking about that because the game did not come to the wire. You know.
And I
Yeah.
gotta see on the sideline that had me scared to death was I seen Gano. He got some thing rubbing his leg and all. I'm like, oh my god, bro, did he just aggravate that thing again? I was gonna lose it if he would. I don't know if you saw the telecast, but bro, they had some machine and they're rubbing his leg and all that with it.
Bro.
And Brady's talking about, well, you know, that's not a good sign that you see your kicker just coming back from injury doing that.
Yep. That guy needs a massage on the sideline.
Yeah.
But only the New York Giants
Only
coaching
us, bro.
staff and regime thinks, who
Yep.
cares?
I was just
Let's
Just one
only
kicker is
dress
enough.
one.
Just one. That's it.
Unbelievable,
And that's what I was just talking to my brother. I'm like, my brother brought up a really good point. He's like, dude, we always talk about all this stuff like, oh, our play's not showing up and our plays. What if this is all due to our conditioning, the drills that we run, all this medical stuff that we have?
Yeah.
Maybe it has to do with all this stuff too, that we are the most injury prone team in the entire league. And not
Yeah.
just 1 year, 5 years, 10 years in a row, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. You know,
Something's gotta
it's
change.
just
It's not
unfortunate.
always just the coaching staff. Coaching can only do some. It
Yeah,
always there
injuries
are a lot of
you
other
can't plan for injuries. Injuries have nothing to
exactly
do with the coaching staff.
exactly.
But what I
Yes,
want to see, what
you
I
can
want to
plan
see from the
injuries.
coaching staff, though, bro, what I want to see from them is one injury should not just straight sabotage the entire operation. You know what I'm saying? I
Yep.
want to see the adjustments of, okay, if X player is not available, let's use the YZ player so we can have success this
That's
way.
where
You
that's where my
mentioned the
Mhm.
Niners. You see how good the Niners do with their coaching staff when
Mhm.
they lose players? We need our staff to do that, and we can't do that. Go
and
ahead.
that's where I brought up that point. I'm like, we do not know who our team 2, team 3 is because we are so depleted. We
Yeah.
are so depleted, or we are so thin. Every team in this NFL knows the Giants, if they go down with their team 1, they're nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
And
why
that's
we
on
don't.
Joe Shane.
That's
That's on
that's
Joe
where
Shane.
that's where we all, and I don't know if it's Joe Shane or whatnot. It's a collective decisions.
Yeah. Well, Joe Shane has the final call. You know what I mean? He's the guy. He makes the final call. His first drafts have not been good. It just is what it is. We can't run from it. You know what I mean? Like the last two drafts, I loved them. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fair guy. I'm gonna tell it straight. When I like something and when I don't like something. The last two drafts, I have no problem with Joe Shane. But the
Right.
facts are the facts, and it is a bottom line business.
Yes.
The
So
first two
first
have been
draft,
bad.
second one, I'm definitely gonna tell yes, it was his fault. Second draft, first draft, I think he came in. Well, when did he come in? Like in January, February? I think we brought him in. When did he come?
Ooh,
Mhm.
Signed.
Around the
The
time
I think they
of
signed him
January.
in January, right? And the
Yeah.
draft was tomorrow. I think it was already written that Giants had number 5 and number 7 pick, and who we gonna
yeah,
pick by that time. So I
right.
think he had to go with Kayvon and like Evan Neal, depending on what position we pick.
Right.
He probably did not had to, but then he had a whole freaking year to figure it out. The second draft, yes, I'm gonna give him a benefit of the first draft. I'm gonna give him a benefit of the doubt because he had to go with what was written in front of him.
Mhm.
But second draft, he had to. He had to pick his guys. He knew from that year. But second year, you know what? It's year one. We went to the playoffs. We beat Minnesota Vikings. We were red hot. All that,
Yeah.
La La Land. All that thing changed his whole mindset. And that's what I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
You know,
I just
Yeah.
look at it like if you look at his drafts the first 2 years, right? Let's look at the hits and the misses. I mean, Evan Neal's a miss. Kayvon has basically saved his first draft, and maybe Cordell Flott. Those are the two guys. He
Yep.
missed on everyone else on those picks. He had a lot of picks there, and it didn't work out. The second year was Deontay Banks. He's awful. He's a bum.
Yep. Texas.
John Michael Schmitz to me is not good enough. He's an average center. He's average. He's not
He was
second
doing
round
it great.
pick worthy.
Yeah, no. Or
No.
or this guy, who's our center right now? Like that, what's his name?
Slotman was better than him.
Yeah,
Slotman.
Slotman. Exactly.
Yeah.
Slotman showed a better skills during the training camp
Yeah.
and the preseason game, and now too. Again, he's been handling the ball pretty well. No false starts so far on him, right? I don't know. I mean,
No.
No,
If you're-
no.
No bad snaps. Nothing.
No, you know what it
bad
is? JMS is too skinny to be a center, bro.
Yeah.
He's too
Yep.
skinny to be a center.
He gets overpowered at point of attack too much.
He gets run over all the time, bro.
Yeah, he gets overpowered, and that's not good. See, to me, the center is supposed to lead the charge on the interior line.
remember how Sean O'Hara used to be, and now what he is?
Oh,
So-
man.
Yeah.
So JMS is basically a skinnier version of Sean O'Hara.
Exactly, bro.
But Sean O'Hara had very good technique, and he
Oh, yeah.
was a veteran, and he was a veteran, and he knew what to do out there. You know what I mean?
Sean, when the way he guarded, the way he did,
Oh,
like
It was amazing. It was amazing.
I don't even want to go back to that because those were our glory days,
absolutely.
and I always bring that up, but it's. I mean, no, we should be out of that thing now. It's history. Okay, it's a talking point, but we have to talk about the team right now. You know, it's. I mean, at this point, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what Giants gonna do? I don't wanna. I don't wanna keep. I mean, if you talk to me, I don't want to keep Jackson Dart inside there for that long. You know, go to Winston. Go to Winston. If our season's already shot, go to Winston.
No. I don't know about that, bro. We need him to develop. You know what I'm saying? We got to. He's our franchise
for next 2 weeks. But you know what? If he's not gonna have a guys to throw to, if he's not gonna have the guys to run behind him, if his confidence keep getting shattered down, what's gonna happen? Tell me what's gonna happen.
And Jorge, that's what I said before to you. They should make a move for a wide receiver. They still should make a move for a wide receiver.
If they make a move, I'm all in for him. Jackson Dart, yes, he has to end the season, but with the right people, he has to have his people. Otherwise, what is he going to be learning? You know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And as far as what Danny said,
that's the only reason I want him out. You know?
Well,
because then he's not going to have anybody.
Well, the thing is, what Danny is saying is he wants us to trade for a wide receiver, and I agree. I do. I want to trade for a wide receiver. I'm all in on that. But my thing is, I want to trade for a guy that we're going to have beyond 2025. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have a lot of draft picks left. We traded our third round pick.
We traded a lot. We traded a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we traded our third round pick.
26, 27, we're probably going to have the same. If we trade Tay Banks, we might get a comp. We might get a comp. Jalen Hyatt, we might get a comp because we traded up for him, right? I think or something. We might get the same.
Do we trade away? Do we trade away Neal? Do we trade away Neal?
Oh, Evan Neal too. Yes, Evan Neal. Yes, definitely. Why not? Why not?
So I look at it like this. I'm all in on trading for a wide receiver that is under contract beyond this season. I don't want to trade draft picks for a guy that can walk after the season, and then we just out of luck out of picks. Because third round pick is a high equity pick we already have. Now you telling me Jalen Waddle? Yes, I'm all in.
That's the guy that I want. That's the guy that I want.
You telling me Brian Thomas Jr. from
Jacksonville?
Man.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yes, I'm in as long as it's as long as it's not like some crazy trade like for Thibodeau. So I can't do that. But
no. Yeah. So I want a wide receiver that can help get.
I give up 2 second round picks for Brian Thomas Jr. right now.
Get Jackson Dart, go through the season, have him learn the long offense, and then get ready with Neighbors next year when Neighbors get back. So we could have 2 stud wide receivers, and then we get. I mean, I'm up for it. I'm up for it.
I'm in on it. Yeah.
That's the only reason I can say, okay, put Jackson Dart in. But you getting my point, right? The only reason I don't want Jackson Dart in there if you do not get him a help. Yeah. Then I don't want the rookie to get shattered in there.
Yeah, you don't want to lose his confidence and things like that. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's still too early. We still have 10 more games to go, but we got to think about all these things, Because if you're shaping him a future quarterback for your team, you don't want to shatter him just because he lost his best buddy on the team,
Yeah.
Well, as far as his best buddy, he's gonna have to shake that off. He has
to shake that off.
Yeah, he's got to shake that off. You can't let that linger the rest of the year.
Yeah, exactly. I think
can't have a fragile quarterback.
I think that last. You saw that he had bumped him again, right? When he was walking, he was going out.
He went on the cart and bumped him. Yeah,
that was dope.
That's his brother. That's his brother, man. That's his brother.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, dude, those guys are like they're the bond. That's our future.
Exactly.
I mean, depending on how his injury is now, that's a very bad injury. So let's hope, crossing our fingers, everything goes well. But
yeah. Let me address this comment real quick by Cliff. He says, "Man, who's worse with the injuries, the Giants or the Niners?" Shaking my damn head. Well, obviously it's us because the Niners still find a way to win games because they draft well, they got depth, and they have a coaching staff that puts their players in the right position to succeed. Look at the game they had. Everyone thought a couple weeks back the Rams were going to just obliterate them on a Thursday night because they didn't have Brock Purdy and they had Mac Jones going and no receivers to throw to. And what happened? What happened? They went out there and kicked ass and beat the Rams. Okay? That's good coaching, good scouting, and they got the job done. We don't have that. That is the problem. Our coaching staff is at a disadvantage every week. Someone out there, please tell me, when the Giants play another team, when can we ever say that our coaching staff has an advantage over the other team? Our coaching staff. I can't say it.
No.
Think about it. Just look at our division as it is. We have the worst coaching staff in the division, probably. And I didn't think that coming into the season because I was like, Shine, whatever. But you know what? They score points out there in Dallas. As much as I hate to say it, they score points, okay? They lost Parsons, and they're a 500 team right now, okay? They find ways to win. You know what I mean?
We lost there. We gave up in Broncos. You know, I mean, so those few games, I mean, we could have easily pulled those off, and we would have been 500 team. Yeah, definitely, even with this loss.
Shane Bowen. That's why we didn't win those 2 games. Shane Bowen, bro.
I was never a fan of him. I was never a fan of him when he got when Dave. That's what everyone's like pointing on Dable right now because Bowen
he
hired him. But
you know,
his choice. He was probably not his first guy either. Is the thing is, I don't remember who was our first. I think Dable. No, not Wink. After Wink, there was another guy, right? Dable wanted, and then I think he went somewhere else. I don't remember. I'm bad with the names right now, but I think there was someone else I remember who Giants wanted to hire as a DC, and it just didn't work out.
Okay, I gotta retract that.
I wouldn't mind if they bring in Antonio Pierce next year to be the DC.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, even as a, I don't know if he could come as a defensive coordinator.
But it was better than what we got right now.
Anybody better than Bowen, bro. Anybody is better than Bowen, bro.
Give me Antonio out there.
I think I saw a tweet today. Like, give me a 31st rank defensive coordinator at this point. That's how bad shit went. Yeah, that's how bad shit. I saw something today.
There's a reason why Mike Vrabel told the Giants, "No, I'm good. I got somebody else in mind. You can keep him. I don't need him this round." He knew that this guy sucked. He knew it.
Yep.
And that was his guy. He was under Vrabel's tutelage in Tennessee. He was the one calling plays and overseeing him. He would just probably, now we know, had the defense coordinator title, but we knew Vrabel was the one making the key call.
Just the thing is, I think there was. I mean, we don't even know the true story behind Wink and Dave's, but like, you know, this was actually a forced move kind of thing because Giants were desperate. We needed a DC at that point. You know, we had nobody. The season was like starting. You know, like conditioning was getting started, and we needed someone on that coaching staff. So we had to get somebody. You know,
and nobody wanted the job, bro. Nobody wanted to work
the job because Giants were not good. We didn't know if we were gonna hire somebody. We were. Well, I think that later, you know, but
I think it had more to do with the fact that the relationship that was severed between Dable and Wink. There was a lot out there, and it wasn't just Dable and Wink. There was talk that the entire coaching staff was not happy with the way Dable was running things. So, you know, you got a dead man walking coach going into the season, and coaches is like, I'm not going over there. You don't even have job security yourself, and you got issues with the guys that work with you. So we were basically stuck with a lemon. That's really what happened, and we had no choice. So they try to sell us with we're emphasizing stopping the run because all of the defenses that Bowen was under in Tennessee stopped the run. Well, we still can't stop the run, and he sucks. So what is it? Which is it? You know what I mean?
We have a great line, but we have no rush defense, man.
None.
There's zero rush defense. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's Dexy is coming. Like, Dexy. I don't know if Dexy's creating any pressures. I mean, I've not seen him being called that much. I mean, I'm not gonna point at him because
Dex been quiet. Dex has
been a disappointment this year. It just is what it is, man.
It's just because we were too emphasized on Brian Burns and Abdul Carter and all that stuff, or It's just Dex has not been. Dex has no help, next to him.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of that.
Nachos is there. I mean, he's supposed to stop the run.
We're missing McFadden, bro. We're missing McFadden, bro.
I think that's what it is, because McFadden was really he knew McFadden, and look at Bobby Okereke. He was sharp. He was great with McFadden next to him.
Right.
Right now, he's missing all his tackles. He's missing a lot of these plays.
Did you see the play where he fell
his
down?
own teammate?
Did you see the play? He made the two worst plays of the game on defense, in my opinion.
He punched his own teammate out.
He punched his own teammate and gave him a concussion on top corner.
Yo.
On top corner in the game. And on top of that, on the Goddard touchdown, he slipped and fell, and Goddard went right by him and said, "Thank you," and scored.
That was the easy one, yeah. That was
unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. Just a shit show today from that. I'm telling you, man.
I mean, it's devastating.
This defense has been such a disappointment, and I said it. Honestly, I said it after the Cowboy game. I wanted him gone. Okay, of that abomination he did.
He should have been fired Monday morning after that Denver game. He should have been fired. 14
seconds up against the Cowboys. I wanted him gone for blowing it with that stupid coverage when all they needed was a field goal.
Mr. Prevent,
you jeopardized basically the whole Giant season with not making moves right now.
It's ridiculous. And then last week with that debacle against Denver, to me, the key card should have been deactivated no later than last week. How do you keep justifying trotting this guy out here? And the players can say all they want. Oh, we believe in the scheme. We believe in the coach.
He lost the locker room. Shane Bourne.
I don't see it, bro. I think they're just trying to keep.
And you know what? I'm going to say one more thing. Because I'm probably going to hang up really soon. But I'm going to say one more thing. You know what? The worst what you have done today as a Giants defense, you have sparked the Philadelphia Eagles offense right now. Their rushing game was a disaster all these weeks, right? And you sparked them. You gave up 300 freaking yards, man.
We were their get right game.
Basically, that's what it was.
You sparked the shit load yards to them, and that's all they needed. And watch what they can do. Unless someone's there to stop them. It's they were looking for a game like this where they can get back in shape.
The first touch of the game, Barkley takes a house call. First touch of the game, bro. Unbelievable.
It was telltale. It was telltale.
No doubt about it. The players can say all they want about, we believe in the coach, we believe in him, we believe in the scheme.
That's bullshit out
They don't look like that. They just don't want it to get out because they know he's taking heat. That's all it is.
Yeah, man,
I don't see it that way at all. At all. But hey, that's gonna wrap up today's show, man. Just a tough one today.
Are you guys
the Knicks about to get on? The Knicks about to come on, baby. The Knicks about to come on. Come on,
Save me, Knicks.
Save me, the Knicks.
Come on, baby.
Next week, I'm going to the Niners and Giants. Hopefully, Giants win because it's my birthday weekend. And then I'm gonna go Monday. I'm gonna come back to the city on Monday for the Knicks game.
Can't go wrong with that.
Nice double header, baby.
There you go,
Good
baby.
job, Jasmine. That's
nicely done, sir. Nicely done.
I'm gonna be at the game too, bro. I'll be there Sunday too for the Niner game, man. Come to the J17, bro.
All right, yeah. Oh, you heard about the J18 the van, right? I mean, dude.
Yeah, I just heard J18. I saw Danny post that.
No more van, man.
The van is
no
gone,
more van.
bro?
Giants all day long, man. Giants news all day long was devastating today. It's starting from J18, G-Man, man, then all these injuries to us, I mean, that van was our backbone too, backbone of our team.
Damn, that just set the tone for the day. Jeez, man.
Yeah, it did.
I saw that. I was like, damn.
As soon as I saw that yesterday, I was like, holy crap,
Yeah,
I mean, my boys, Jeremy and what's his name, Chris. Yeah, Jeremy and Chris, man. I mean, they put their heart out for that van.
That van has traveled lots of miles. Lots of miles.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them for that, man.
Shout out to them. I'm gonna come stop by at JT. I mean, you guys still gonna be out there, right?
Yeah, I'll be out there. Yeah, 330 crew gonna be out there, baby.
They're
We
gonna be
gonna
out
be
there
out there.
heavy too.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll make a walk out there next week
Yeah.
at the Niners game. Yeah.
I actually went over to J18 the last game that I went when I went to the Charger game, but everybody was kind of scattered doing their thing, so I was just kind of like, all right, I'll come back. I'll go to my tailgate with my people. But we ended up just getting litty and we had a good time. And by the time everybody had to go in the stadium and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna definitely drop through and see who's out there. Danny, you gonna be there next week?
I am. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be working, so I won't be able to make it to the game. So I'll be working.
All right, cool, man. We got a link before, man. We got a link before
absolutely,
the season up, man.
Absolutely, we will.
For sure.
Let's go, Giants! Keep up the big blue pride, man. That's all we have left right now. Just
to the wheels fall
hang in
off,
there,
brother.
right?
That's it, baby.
To the wheels fall off, baby.
We start talking about the drafts and mock drafts and all that stuff. Let's go, Big Blue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. All right, Desmond, later, brother.
Salute, Jasmine.
All right,
thanks for stopping by the show. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro. No worries.
All
Take
right,
care.
man. That was Jasmine Singh,
man.
always showing love.
Love
Big
that guy.
time
Love that guy.
Hell yeah, that's my guy, man. Big time Super Giant fan for all of y'all out there. Make sure y'all send them votes out for my guy, for fan of the NFL fan of
Absolutely.
the year, man.
Absolutely, man.
Always alive, always around, always doing his thing, showing love to everybody, man. Good dude always, man. But hey, that's gonna wrap up today's show, man.
Oh man.
It's just a tough one. Therapeutic show once again. Next week's game, the next game is next week.
Oh boy.
Niners at MetLife Stadium. We'll see what happens. I'll be there for the game, so there will be no post game on Sunday, but we will do a recap live stream on Monday night, Monday evening. Look out for that, y'all out there. But I will be at the game with the 330 crew. Always, as always.
For sure. Always out there heavy.
330 crew. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And another tough one today, Danny. I'm sure you got some final words to say, but another tough one as the New York Giants, man. They lose today. Go ahead, brother, with your final words.
So my final words is, man, once again, prayers up to Scat.
Yeah, for sure.
It's unfortunate. But if Scat, if you're listening, we're gonna be behind you 100% through your recovery process, man. We love you. We're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you through this rest of the season, but I know you're gonna pull through. You got this, Scat. And yeah, man, it's a tough loss. We just gotta keep our head up. Being a Giant fan ain't for the weak, baby.
No, it ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
it ain't for the weak, as you see. But yeah, like I said, next week is the 49ers, and gotta see what happens, man. We gotta see what happens, bro. And if hopefully Shane Bowen does something good for you, bro, because you're gonna be at the game. Hopefully he makes you proud, sir.
Trust me, the scope will be out.
The binoculars.
Woo-wee. And I'm telling you right now, he better not pull his paths in that elevator. I'll tell you that, because he ain't gonna have like what I got to say. For real.
But I listen. Just one thing I gotta say. Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Knicks come on tonight, baby. Let's beat the Heat. Let's go.
Matter of fact, they about to start now, too.
Yeah, man.
Let's go take care of that Heat, man. But yeah, man. I agree with you, Danny. Tough pill to swallow once again. This job ain't easy being a Giants fan, but hey, we ride it till the wheels fall off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Another tough one as they fall to 2-6. They lose to the hated Eagles 38-20. And a tough one. Split the season series with the Eagles 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
But the Eagles are in control right now of the division, and that is what it is. Another lost season for the New York Giants upon us for the rest of the season. Hey, folks, it's all about Jackson Dart's development from here on out and seeing if we can win some games. And see, what's it going to take for this? Now I'm going to say this because I know there's people out there that might say, well, what's the number that the Giants can keep this coaching staff? I don't want them to keep him. I don't want to. So it ain't about, for me, it ain't about if we could keep the coaching staff. It's about what's it going to take, the final record, to get rid of the coaching staff? I am not on the train of, oh, well, you can't break them up now because Jackson Dart is with his coach. No, Jackson Dart will be just fine as long as you get the right coach. And clearly this guy is not the right head coach. Is he a good quarterbacks coach developer? Okay, there's an argument to be made. I think he's overrated in that department because Josh Allen became elite when he left, okay? He helped him his first couple of years, but he wasn't elite his first couple of years. He became elite when he left. But I'll let you guys tell it. I'll let y'all out there that want to keep this coaching staff tell the story. But I'm gonna tell the real story. Okay. So for me, the rest of the season, it starts development and what's it gonna take to get this coaching staff the hell out of here. We will see what happens going forward. And as always, die hard right here. I'm going to ride to the wheels fall off. I will be there.
Yes, sir.
I will be there Sunday and the rest of the season for this New York Giant team, rooting for wins because I'm not a loser. I root for wins. And we got our quarterback. So rooting for the tank doesn't do no justice to me no more. It's all about changing the culture in the locker room and developing this quarterback and getting this coach staff the fuck out of here. So, so that's it, man. That's what's going to do it for today's show. Salute to my guy Danny, as always, coming through.
Salute to you, brother. Love. Yeah, I'm always showing up, baby. I got you.
Yes, sir. Always appreciate that from you. Shout out to Jasmine Singh stopping by, giving his 2, 3, 4 dime cents on his takes on where the team's direction should and is going. And shout out to everyone in the chat joining the show, and for those out there viewing the show as well. But I ask one last favor before we go. Hit that subscribe button to Born for Sports because, folks, I talk all sports. As you can see, big time suffering New York Giants fan. We in this together, Giant Nation. More content to come. For those out there, I'll see y'all Sunday. Stop by the J17 Section 330 crew to see yours truly or chop it up with the 330 crew. I talk New York Knicks basketball, and I can't help but smile when I bring up New York Knicks basketball. Our title contending New York Knicks off to a 2-0 start, beat two teams. Our so-called biggest opponent in the Eastern Conference, we smacked them up the other night in the home opener and the season opener.
Bum-ass Celtics.
And our hated rival Boston Celtics, who are finding out, what excuse am I going to have now because we can't beat the New York Knicks? What excuse can I find? Maybe because Jaylen Brown's hairline just shaved off on OG's jersey. It wasn't enough. He was blinded by the paint.
The Just for Men wasn't working for you, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? Just for men. Get a little ink, baby. I'm going to put a little ink, but I ain't going to have it to where it dictate my life. Stop making excuses, Celtic fans. Stop making excuses, Boston Celtic players. The New York Knicks are better than you.
We are for real, baby.
We are better than you, with Tatum was healthy or not. We are better. Keep living and dying for the 3. We appreciate that BS. But tonight, the Knicks play the Heat. Let's see if we can get another win, this time on the road against another hated rivalry. New York Knicks content coming up very soon, as we did a live stream the other night. More content to come. I talk New York Mets baseball. I talk about the Yankees. I talk about the Jets. I talk about whatever you want to talk about in the world of sports, especially New York sports and even those bum-ass Brooklyn Nets. Shout out to New York Giant Nation. Like and subscribe to Born for Sports. Let's go Giants.